Hi everyone, my name is Ben Case, and I'm doing my first video discussion on Breaking Open the Head by Daniel Pinchbeck. First off, this book is definitely a change of pace from the last book, The Complete Persepolis. Totally different. And I want to start off with exploration. And on page 3 it says, I believe that psychedelic drugs used carefully are profound tools for self-exploration. The forbidden substances can be a precision technology for revealing the interterrestrial processes of thinking, the flickering candle sputters of emotion, the fine-tuned machinery of sense perceptions. So basically what this is saying is that these psychedelic drugs are good to explore yourself, and it's basically condoning them and saying that they're okay to use is basically what I got from it. So what I wanted to do is look up some long-term effects and see if it really is somewhat safe to use these. And much to my surprise, it pretty much is. I went on psychedelics.com and looked up the 10 unexpected long-term effects of psychedelic use, and there's nothing really close to death or anything like that. I mean, it's just like terrifying experiences, hallucinations, mood disorders, nothing like really bad like I would expect. And I was definitely surprised by that. The next thing I want to do is relational, because on page 4 of the text it says, I sometimes wonder if our culture, acting in the manner of a single organism, in the way of a crowd of people or a classroom of students, sometimes can somehow sense a deep threat to its own philosophical foundations residing in the psychedelic experience. This might help account for otherwise irrational hatred and repression of the use of hallucinogens, and the smirking dismissal of psychedelic experience as a trivial one by so many of our intellectuals. So this is definitely relational, because this made me think of the time that one of my best friends that goes to Chico State tells me and some of my other friends, he says, yeah, I dropped acid and it was awesome. And we're all kind of like, um, no, it's not. That's that's crazy, and it's definitely frowned upon and not approved. This made me think of that and how it is definitely dismissed with a smirk. Lastly, I want to use the diagnostic device, because at the beginning of chapter 2 on page 14 it says, I felt like an actor who had lost the motivation for his part, or I was like the character of Daniel Pinchbeck, trapped in a half-finished novel that an incompetent author was in the sluggish, surely process of abandoning. This, I'm going to say, is from Daniel Pinchbeck hating his life in New York, and it caused him to do some crazy stuff like explore psychedelics and try and use these as a way of finding himself. And I mean, he just wasn't happy with his life, and this is what he decided to do, and thought it was the way of finding himself. And that's pretty much where I'm at in the book, and that's what I have for this week. I'll see you guys next week.